So in 2009, I was diagnosed with an inflammatory bowel disease called Crohn's disease. I did the best I could with the information I had, but I also really pressed into prayer and believing that God could heal me and deliver me of this. However, in 2016, I found myself in the hospital. I was very sick, and I ended up losing 3 feet of my bowel. And I remember at that time being really confused and really crying out to the Lord like, God, I'm contending for my healing. I have faith for my healing. We prayed for my healing. What am I doing here? So then you fast forward a couple years, and we're in the middle of winter, and I come to realize that my right ear is starting to act really goofy. Ringing, pressure, can't hear very well out of it. And then to make it worse, I started experiencing sporadic vertigo issues, severe vertigo issues. And throughout 2024, my ear never got better. It actually got worse. I was crying out to the Lord like, Lord, I need your help. I need guidance in how I can get to the root of this issue. And I'll never forget, there was a prompting of the Holy Spirit that had to do with the possibility of inflammation moving around my body and settling in my middle ear. It was like a light bulb moment, but it wasn't my thought. And I remember thinking, that makes sense. And through another miracle, I came upon somebody, a professional, who has experience in just this sort of thing. 4 weeks into this treatment, one day I realized, I said to my wife, Brandy, I said, I don't think I need my hearing aid anymore. And then I said, now that I think about it, I don't have near as much fullness or pressure in my ear, and I haven't been dizzy lately. And I was just so overcome with joy and thankfulness by the healing that I've experienced, even though it didn't come in the way that I have been praying for. I recognize that here at ECC, God is definitely at work, and we see a lot of instantaneous healing. But I recognize that there's a group of us that are living life in the trenches, and we have the faith to contend for the healing that we know was paid for, and we're just not seeing it. And I want to encourage that group of folks through my story and say, don't quit. The price has been paid. We serve a loving God. Just don't quit. Jesus is absolutely faithful. Some days are really hard, and some days you're floating on cloud 9. And no matter where you are in that moment or in that day or in that circumstance, I have seen the hand of God time and time again, that God is who he says he is, and to me he is faithful, and because he's faithful, it means that he's trustworthy.